Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very creamy banana smoothie, very nice indeed. So welcome back to Prison Architect, and in the previous episode we were finishing off the gym and then placing a lot of turf and then returfing and then building over that turf with road to put in the infrastructure for our new houses, which ironically take up some of the they take up some of the more space per prisoner than any of the things we've made, and double irony, they also are probably going to be the least luxurious out of everything we've made because of the size and capacity. So that's fun. Either way, in this episode, we're going to build these and see how we get on. A couple of things I want to do beforehand is I want to fix these trees up because for whatever reason they're just in the wrong order. So I'm just going to dump these willow trees. Just these ones here, you understand, and I will prioritise it just so we can crack on and get it sorted. The reason for this, as I said, is so we can then talk to the foreman who's going to give us some extra supplies. That's actually quite good. So we're going to get the willow trees here, and for whatever reason, when we were placing them, it just didn't fit in, whereas, I mean, it can. So I don't know what's happened there. And then we want to start building. I'm just waiting for this worker to finish there, so it is going to go there, 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 and that is now sorted. Excellent. So let's go ahead and build one of these, and then we'll extend out further. I think what we will do, speaking of extensions as well, I will build a slightly bigger toilet. We'll have like double showers in there just to make it a bit easier. That's something that we probably should go and retrofit over there at some point, but let's continue laying the track in front of the train and go to our building's brick. We're going to build this section in brick, and then this bit at the back is our sort of conservatory sunroom thing as a glass wall, and I think that affects, yeah, negative grade. Oh well. Let's go to doors, and naturally it's going to have to be a jail door. We can put a double one on if we do so desire, but we're just going to stick with the single one, and then we'll max speed it out. While they're doing that, I'm going to go for a street lamp, and I'm going to put in some street lighting like so, and we'll have this set up like this, one on the ends there as well, and then we'll put them, I mean, 1, 2, 3. There's no real, like, you know, definite distance that we've set. It's just at least get some sort of street lighting in, and obviously we have to keep an eye on what's happening in the facility. There's an overdose, which I'm going to assume someone is going to run over and heal. Yep, there we go. There's the guy who's going to pick up and bring them to the infirmary. So apparently our prisoners are a little bit unfit, even though we have the gymnasium, although, like I said, that only popped up when we got that thing. And we've got early prisoner release money. We've got quite a nice little thing there. Okay, so how we're going to do this. So we want to make, as I said, the rooms here. So we're going to go over to our walls and doors, and the walls will just be the standard walls like so. And we're going to build the rooms similar to how we've done previously. So we'll set that up. I'm going to then change that entire thing to staff only, and I want to set up that as a dorm. So this is a dormitory, and we'll just sort of select there and then select there. We could, if we want to, have this sunroom different, and just put we just have it as like a nothing room. In fact, that's probably what we'll do. If we do that, followed by doors like, needs to be surrounded by walls and doors. Can we just have just a door? Yes, we can. Let's go with a door in there and I think there. And that should work. And that's still be behind walls and doors. Let's see if any of that is actually true. Just waiting for the doors to go in. And while we're waiting, we're going to put in some lighting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe one in there, and one in the corridor, then one in there. All right, so that is now inside. It does say it's inside, that's fine. So we've got a bunk bed on severe warning, weather detected. Oh, we've got a hot spell. It is quite hot, between 23.2 degrees up to 34.9. Let's just call it 35. Okay, so over to the bunk beds, and the bunk beds are like so. And what's that? Is that rat droppings? Oh yes, we got a lot of rats in place. Let me hire 2 pest control people. We normally only go over the 1, but I think that should suffice. We want to have in the toilet like so, followed by the shower heads 1, 2, and the drains. Speaking of those, I know a lot of people would like a shower pillar in here, and that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whereas we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. These probably would be better. I must confess they probably would be better, but it's just we need the capacity of shower rather than the aesthetics. Oh, actually, that's probably not true. That's probably not true, but we're going to stick with it for now. Let's go to utilities and to electrical, and we want to run power in here. The power is going to go... Well, the power, I think, is going to go up and across, but we have to think about water. So water's not a problem, but heating is. So where's the best place for heating? What would the pipework be from there? That would be 65, not enough. So if I was going to place a boiler in here to connect up these, but it's not going to happen. So that's already just dictated what I'm going to do, which is basically put in, I believe, a building brick, and we're going to, actually, might as well just clone it. Quick build, custom cloning, and we're just going to copy, sorry, that one there, and we're going to build this in here, and we'll bring all of the power and water into that. So that just makes it a bit easier for us, and oh, let's just see what that escape is. There. Have they just jumped over there? It looks like. Curious. It's what happens when you have ropes coming from the laundry. But what we've done there, we've actually passed the cell block C, I believe. Yes, indeed. Let's go with cell block D, which is going to be increased capacity to 200. That's going to be a little bit more difficult than the other ones, so we'll see how we get on with that. I'm not going to run power yet. I do want to run water, though. And water will run from here, and it's going to have to connect up like that, isn't it? So there we go. So that's a little bit for them to crack on with. This was staff only, and now it's not staff only. Now it definitely is staff only, and that can be staff only as well. And Christopher Rowe is destroying stuff because they are exceptionally warm. We don't have fans in here. We do have fans in about the prison. We've got, I believe, fans in... Yeah, fans in here. We've got fans in the gymnasium. Yes, there it is. But we don't have fans in here. So if when they get a bit warm, they're going to kick off a bit. So we'll just bring a couple of our guards over there. Excellent. Okay, so dormitory. Oh, there's a rat. There we go. How are we doing for pest control? It's dropped down to 10 rats as opposed to the 15 we had previously, and we're installing all of the stuff in the dormitory. So what do we need in the dormitory? Well, we're basically copying these, so let's just start placing things. So we want in a window. We're going to put in the large window there and there, and we'll even put one in here. We're going to go with some prayer mats, and we'll have a gym mat in like so. We're going to have in here a sofa. We've got sofas wide, or we've got brown sofas. Well, sofa wide is more than acceptable. We'll put that in, say, here. We've got in the TV. I think we'll put a large TV in, why not? We'll have in weights benches, maybe... Do I want to put them in each individual cell? Yeah, maybe those like that. We have table tennis. You know what? I think I will put in the fans in these rooms, and I'm going to... Do I want to retrofit? Oh, no, we have got fans in these rooms. We have got fans in. Okay, so that's actually okay. We'll put fans in there. What else do we need? What else do these guys have? They've got a doormat. Oh, naturally. Doormat. And that doormat will go there. Coat rack, I think, was it? Coat stand. It's for staff stuff, but it's going to go in anywhere. It'll be fine, I'm sure. And we have bookshelves to place. I guess we can place a bookshelf in each of these. And obviously doubling down on it may help anyway. We have pool tables, radios. We're not placing radios. It's just not something that's going to happen. And I think we do have, but I'm going to double check anyway. Do we have a fountain in here? We do have a drinks fountain. I thought so. So we want a fountain. Drinks fountain, which I'm going to put in just the back of the toilet there. And while we're talking about water, we're going to have a radiator, one there, and maybe one in there. Do I need one in there? Not. I don't think so. I don't think we need a radiator where that is. That should be acceptable. Okay, so we'll let the workers crack on. They've got enough going on at this stage. And danger level is increasing. Let's see what sort of needs people have. Hygiene and sleep. I'm guessing people are not sleeping because of how hot it is. Oh, there we go. Look, we've got the bulging bars. So all of these need to be cooled down. So workers should come along, and there you go. So they're using a bucket to, to cool those bars down. And what's this here? That person, that is John Thomas. It looks like they had a pair of scissors and a bat, or was it a bat, or was it a... yeah, a club and a pair of scissors. So what's happened there? One's been thrown in, and the other one's stolen. Stolen from the gym. Oh, yes, rope, club, and medicine you can get from here. So that's why we've got extra ropes appearing. Yeah, I guess that's one of the negatives about giving more access to things. There's a death. What's happened here? Ex-law enforcement and snitch. Looks like I haven't caught those in time, and looks like nobody's healing them either. Okay, let's have a quick look then and see if there's any other ex-law enforcement. We've got 2 ex-law enforcement there. Can't see anyone else around there. Okay, back to building then. Danger level is high but decreasing, which is good. Looks like we're going to get 3 minimum and 3 normal. Minimum and medium security inmates in. Looks like this is pretty much built now. We'll have to check the grading out soon, but I'm waiting for this to be built, but it's taken quite a while. I'm going to guesstimate that the main issue is access. To get access to that, they have to come all the way up here and round. That's not really good enough, is it? We could put a door in. Maybe a door. Yeah, I think we are going to put a door in. But that's going to require a bit of automation. I was going to put it in here. That seems like a nice place to put it. But is it, though? I don't know. Maybe at the end here would be a better place, because then they can go across and round. The main thing is it's just so warm, which is why they're all struggling. Over to water then, and to the water boiler, which we certainly don't need at this stage, but we are going for the plumbing. And electrical cable, I'm going to run into there. And the water, we're going to run a small pipe along like so, and a hot water pipe along... what's the best way for this? It's going to be this, isn't it? So across, and then across. Like that. Okay, a bit scrappy, but it'll do. We are going to call in, once again, another 2 sets of pest control, because even though we had a full inoculation, a full sweep of the facility, there's still 5 rats remaining. Flooring-wise, what did we put in these ones? This was the laminate. I think we're going to go with a carpet of some kind. And what sort of carpet are we after? So we've got brown carpet, blue carpet. I think we're going to go with brown, to be honest. Oh, hang on. Someone's smelling a tunnel there. It's unlikely. Because if they were tunneling from here, they'd tunnel across and then straight up. Similar for this one, we cross and straight up. But the fact that there was 2 flags, I'm not taking any chances. Tunnel search. That could be legit. Now that I think about it, with 2 flags, it's almost certainly legitimate. And the fact that they've just searched this place, yeah, that is 100% legitimate. Okay, this toilet dismantle. The reason I think it's this one is because we found a digging implement in the form of a rope. Whoa, that went a lot further than one would have expected. Although again, it is a dormitory, and we know how quick those can dig. So we'll put the toilet back in like so, and we've already told them to remove that thing there, so that's all good. Over to deployment and making sure that that is staff only, which it is. And this is now pretty much okay. And let's go ahead and put in the brown carpet, the lovely brown carpet. So it's going to be fully carpeted up until there. And then we're going to have white tiles there, and then we're going to have some, maybe some fancy tiles in the conservatory. How wonderful. And then obviously some entranceway in like that. Okay, and I've just noticed there, was one of those dog handlers using the gym mats? No. Kits for the exercise need. There is no exercise need for the staff. Let me keep an eye on this. Let me keep an eye on this. There was a feedback regarding this. I keep on calling it a prison, but it's not. It's the police station, and we should have made it a bit bigger and have like a staff room in here. I totally agree. I think that would have been a much better better use of our space here. But what we'll probably do is have some sort of other governmental building around these parts, so we can still do all of that. It's just gonna, take a bit more time. So this is now pretty much in, and I'm just gonna check the grading of that one, and it does say that it is grading 7, and this is grading 7. Oh, right. Well, that's actually better than I thought. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get it up to grade 8 or 9. Boombox. We can do boombox. And we'll put the boombox in the bedroom. Followed by, what else? What else could we have? It says about water coolers, fans, bookshelves, chairs, they're all in. A sink and a mirror, camp bed and comfy bed, football table, water coolers and radios. We're not going to do that. Realistically, we're struggling a bit. We're struggling because I can only really put a sink and mirror here. The only thing we can do is water cooler. Put 2 water coolers in here. Doesn't really work, does it? I mean, it physically goes in, but it's not ideal. And then I guess we could put in like table tennis. Again, it does fit. It's not ideal, but it's going to go in. What we're going to have in this little conservatory thing, which is, it's basically not going to have a huge amount of things in there. I mean, it would be nice to have we could have a camp bed. Oh, that's an interesting take on it, isn't it? There's always wicker furniture in a good old 80s conservatory. And we could have another bed in there and increase that dorm, increase the dorm to here. The problem with that is it would decrease the grade, wouldn't it? It says surrounded by glass walls. Yeah, it would decrease the grade, but it would increase the amount of people we can have in here, which I think realistically that's what we're after. The fact that it just seems to fit makes me think we should probably do it like that. And have a chair in there. Deck chair. Let's try it. We can only redo it if need be. I'll have to dismantle that door, but it would work. I know there's people suggested having a walkway on the outside here. What time is it now? It's sleep time. Okay. Shakedown. We haven't searched the prison for a while. We still have to remove the supply of stolen tools and such, and that's not going to happen. Looks like... Oh yes, it's Jans again who's fighting. So there's a lot of searching. We haven't really seen anything down the bottom here which is giving us any problems. how it is. Okay, this is bothering me. Oh, now it'll work. Right, so that dormitory I reckon is going to be grade 7. No, it's grade 10. Oh, it's because every 2 outdoor windows. Oh, is that class as outdoor with that? Well, you know what? Grade 10 out of 10. We'll take that. We'll take that all day of the week. So, what fencing have we got over here? We've got this picket fencing. I think what we'll do is we're going to have, on this area, a hedge. A lovely hedge. And outside, we'll have a outdoor table. Maybe. Outdoor table. Yeah, lovely. I think that orientation is a bit better. And oh, I would love a shed would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Why can't we place a shed, actually? We can't place it. Does it have to be placed in a... If it requires water connection, it must have to be placed in, like, a field or something. We're gonna have a chess table in here and deck chairs, like that. Did I place the deck chair in here? Oh! Can't you place the deck chair in there? That's probably what's happening there. Yeah. There's a couple of chairs in there. Why not? Do you want to place the netting as well over that bed? Camp bed net you can't place there. Just the camp bed will do. Alright, just do a check grading. 10 out of 10. Oh, that's looking alright. And we want a light of some kind outside. Solar wall light. That might look nice there. And I think that is all right. Just going to double check utilities. We can see that water is connected. We just need to have the hot water insulation, which we have to extend a little bit. We've seen what that's all about previously. And the small pipe insulation as well. There we go. It is currently summer, sunny, 20 degrees. That's all right. 54 prisoners have been unnecessarily searched recently. 27 prisoners have serious complaints. It's hovering around where it normally is. Reoffending is at 34%. It's not terrible. We've had better. We've had worse. We've had a lot worse. Okay, so just double check the utilities here. That's in. I think it's just a case of changing this over now to shed. There we go. And quick build, custom, cloning. We're going to copy this whole thing. We're going to flip it. And, look where the entrance is. Terrible. The entrance is right where that street light is. I'm going to have to move the street light, aren't I? Okay, so that's going to go in there. That's going to rotate and flip and go in there. Okay, I think that is all of that. Let me move the street light in just by one. And we'll let the workers crack on with whatever. Felix Tapper. Prisoner number, who cares? They're attacking. Why are they kicking off? They're destroying things. Oh, they're extremely volatile. No, extremely strong and volatile. Okay, let's get some guard responses, and we will deal with it. And there's another escape. The escapes seem to be becoming more frequent as we get an increase in... well, the gymnasium supplying lots and lots of implements, allowing them to get over the wall. There's a couple of options we have then for that. We could... yeah. We could put barbed wire on everything. We could get sniper towers in, but I'm very hesitant to get any sort of armed sniper towers, although the idea eventually was to have like a really rough area where it's like all run down and that sort of thing. And we've still got rats as well. I'm going to have to call in the pest control once more. And I'm still waiting for that to be installed. Oh, it is going to be installed. And yeah, that's fine. So, we'll see how we get on with that bit that we mentioned about it being like a bit rough, downtrodden. That'll be when we expand down. The sides, right, top, and left they're done. Like, we don't go any further with that. However, we can easily go south, at least more than once. Do we need any more power as well? Is the question. I don't know. Power production, it is 980 and expenditure 940. 9,000 as opposed to 9. No, that's fine. I don't think we need any more. And money we certainly don't need either. So let's just check. We have, a legendary prisoner. Extremely strong, volatile, and deadly. This is Dewey, apparently. Richter Dewey McManus. Prison number 22680. Writing and assault and, previously video game piracy. +1 tut-tut point here. Extremely strong, volatile, and deadly, as we've said. And recent misconduct is everything. Right, okay. Fair enough. My main thing was, do we have... got ex-law enforcement there. So I'm just going to double check and go through and see if we have any notable traits that we need to have them in protective custody. This is just obviously a cursory glance. I'm not seeing them. If there is, I'm not seeing them. There is a couple of unknown traits. There we go. So this is in now, and to be fair, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 prisoners for this size. How much does this have? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 5. You know what? For the space we've allocated, it's not bad. It isn't bad at all. Yeah. Anyway, yard. And the yard will go in like so. Minimum size 5x5. We're just going to remove that yard. And there we go. How are we doing for number of rats in the facility? Still 5. Don't know where at. And there's all the trees. There's also coming into bloom. That's not technically true, I guess. I guess it could be true, but no. They are going to their next phase. They're growing up. Lots of money going out for the building, which is to be expected. So what is it that we have not yet got? Well, we haven't got the industrial area. We haven't got like a commercial zone where people can work. We'll have workshops and solar panel development sites. That kind of thing. We haven't got in a shopping mall. We haven't got in another restaurant or bakery or eatery. At the moment, with 117 prisoners, this is starting to get a bit full. So I'm tempted to change things up a little bit. I think the tentative plan is to see this come down to about here. So house in here, little road, house in there. That'll just fit in quite nicely. And then we've got all of this space to do something. And if we were to have any sort of bakery, any sort of other food source over here, it would be almost certainly helicoptered in. We'd need to bring in the stuff that way. Yes. Anyway, electrical cable, we're going to run that into there. And we're going to run it into... where is it? Into... Well, it depends where the radiator's going to go, actually, because... as we've seen before, it doesn't clone. So the radiator is going to go in here and here. I don't believe I put the boiler... yeah, I didn't think I put the boiler insulation on there. And the water is going to run like this. There's a tunnel, and it could very much be legitimate, so I'm just going to pause the game while we check on that. Hot water pipe is going to come across and down, and we'll do that, and that should hopefully have the distance. Yeah, that's legit. That's all kinds of legit. Dismantle, prioritize these guys again. I'll tell you what we'll do. Do we do a roll call? There you go. So we've done a roll call. They're all standing at the edge of their beds. Yeah? Let's just pause and we'll check. So these guys ain't moving, so we know that all of these are tunneling. Just these 4, actually. Those are fine. Those are fine. Those are fine. This is going to annoy the prisoners no end, I should point out. Looks to be all okay there. Roll call is fine here. Again, just a quick cursory glance across. 2, 2, 2. Yes, yes. And those are at the end of the bed. So those. Okay, so we know it's just the one. Or we suspect it's just the one. You never truly know with Prison Architect. Oh, there you go. That was a quick removal. And we'll prioritise that. Let's get it removed. Excellent. Subsidence of the land destroyed a section of our outer wall. And minimum security prisoners, a high-ranking gang leader. Right, where's the subsidence for a start-off? It sort of zoomed into here and stopped because of the other event. I can't see it. Let's bring in repairmen. And wherever it is, they'll fix it. It was sort of centered around here, but I don't think that's true. Also, let's have a look at the gang leader. It is... okay, Matt Moss, prisoner number 10559-164, sentenced to handling stolen goods, burglary, aggravated assault, bribery, and bribery. Legendary, extremely strong, extremely tough, extremely volatile, stalker, snitch, extremely deadly, fearless, extremely quick, instigator, and expert fighter. You are now a Supermax prisoner. And what you also are is, well, you are no longer in the facility. I've had some, oh, look at the danger level flying up because of that. Yeah, the angry about roll call. Oh dear. Okay, so yeah, there's the repairman there. Look, they're running along this way. Oh, there it is. Right, okay. It's fixed now, at least. Good. Okay. Well, yes, a couple of things. I've had some people not being very happy about me removing legendary prisoners. Said I should keep them in. I mean, it's all well and good, but then as soon as that happens, when it kicks off with that legendary prisoner and people die, there's always the other end of the scale. Saying, oh, why didn't they get rid of them? The facility isn't equipped to do that, and can't win. I also noticed that one of these guys had a rope on them, so I'm going to search them. So we are going to leave it there for now. That has been a bit of Prison Architect. This is actually a really nice area. I actually am fairly happy with what we've managed to build here. We've got a decent capacity. Everything is, as far as I can tell, cloned over quite nicely. We have a good dormitory. Obviously, we've got all of the wiring and stuff to go in. That danger level is... I don't know how it's that high and not kicked off yet. Foreman's calling. We're receiving some free stuff. And the rats are, I think, now a permanent feature, quite frankly. We've done so many pest controls. I've not seen... road maintenance. Oh, yeah, that's a great truck. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get rid of them because we've done so many emergency calls for them. And they ain't gone. Anyway, prisoners don't feel safe. That's because of the danger level. There's the rest of that build. Alright, well, we are going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Next episode, we will look at, I think, most likely expanding these down here. I don't know how far. We'll have to do some measures and see where it goes. And yeah, that's most likely the plan. As always, comments in the comments. Any tips, comments, suggestions, things you think would be improved in here. I'm just going to double check. No, we can't have any. We can't have anyone that nobody wants to join up to our confidential informants. Our confidential informants plan. There's a federal witness there. Targeted by death by gang or crime boss. We don't have any gangs or crime bosses. Well, not anymore. We sent them out. And that setting isn't on. Either way, we are leaving it there, and next time we'll look at cloning down here, and then we'll think about what can go in this space. As always, hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.